Hello FlossTube Stitchers. In the 2 weeks since my last video, I've been busy with Needlework Expo. First, there was all the preparation and reading all the designer emails, keeping up with their social media, making collages for my own purposes for advertising, taking customer orders, etc. And then participating in the expo, which is 3 days. The first day was a little tricky since I was open and my framer had appointment, so it was a little distracting. And then just, making decisions, trying to keep to a budget. What's a budget? Trying to stick with, something reasonable, considering the last trade show was only 6 months ago, not 12 months ago. And then after Expo, I started getting packages. Let's see, Expo ended on Monday and I got my first package on Tuesday. So that's the benefits of the designers being at home instead of them having to travel as well. We get our packages faster. So then it was unpacking and pricing and organizing and trying to figure out what to do with the new merchandise and putting orders together, that sort of thing. But I did do a little bit of stitching. So I was looking for gold leaf and I couldn't find it in my thread cupboard. And we didn't have any here at the shop. So I thought I must have it in a kit someplace, and I predicted that I would find it maybe in a patriotic kit. That would make sense. And I have a covered Longaberger basket that's right next to my stitching chair that has patriotic projects in it. Seemed to make sense at the time that I did it because our room is decorated patriotic. Sure enough, I found the gold leaf. And along with the gold leaf came the rest of the kit that I was supposed to be finishing. And it was a free chart from Pine Mountain Designs, so I can show this. And it was intended to go in one of their pre-finished pillows. This is from 2003. And the instructions or the disclaimer at the bottom says it may be reproduced for a newsletter or handout, not to be sold or kitted. So I think I can still print these safely and within legal limits. So if anyone would like a copy of this, just let me know and I'll include it with your next order. Otherwise, I will wait and probably put it out next summer as a handout, to put in mail orders then. So anyway, it's called Hip Hip Hooray for the US of A. And I believe I stitched this right away 2 weeks ago. So I think I had to do the blue heart and the lightest, I think it's shaker white, the white part. And the middle heart has double Leviathan stitch. That was a suggestion. I can't believe I never finished it. Obviously, I was planning on putting it in the pillow and putting the chart out for customers and maybe making fabric and thread kits for people to buy. And I don't know what happened. I love it and I hate it at the same time when I find a kit that's 95% finished and I forgot about it. One, because it's easy to finish, and two, because why didn't I finish it all those years ago? So this morning I happened to think, wait a minute, I probably have that pillow. Sure enough, in my craft closet, it wasn't with the kit, but I found the pillow that it was meant to go in. And of course, these are no longer available, but you can certainly find cute patriotic fabric to make a pillow if you want, or to do another creative finish with it. So that's that. And then the reason I was looking for the gold leaf is because I had this chart called Words from Birds of a Feather. I actually like all of them, but I wanted to, stitch all the bees. So I was kitting this up, and that's what I needed gold leaf for. By the way, these charts are still available. I just got 6 more. They're $7. And Hoffman Distributing still has a few pages of Birds of a Feather charts that are still available if you're interested. So the original Be True was done on Sparrow, which was one of their fabrics. Wish I had kept a whole yard of those each just for myself, but I didn't know at the time that they were going to sell and then close and stop making the fabric. So anyway, I found 2 good choices in my fabric stash at home, and I'm going to tease you a little bit, see if you can guess which one I chose. So the top one is a Picture This Plus, not sure, I didn't look to see what color it was. it was just unmarked in my stash. And then the bottom one, let's see, the top I think is 32, and the bottom is a denim Lugana, also probably Picture This Plus, and it's a 28 count, I believe. Now I can't remember. Anyway, recently we were out shopping for backsplash tile. We've been in our house for quite a while, but it didn't come with backsplash. That wasn't one of the things that the contractors provided. And we just procrastinated, and now that my husband's retired, we're starting to do some of those projects that we always wanted to do. And my first three choices were like, you know, a grayish blue or a bluish gray, a denim color, and a navy. So I guess we're going to end up with a slightly blue section to our kitchen, which is fine because it's mostly neutral. So I chose the blue, and one of the reasons why it was easy to choose the blue is because the word true is done in Black Crow Gentle Art, which kind of has a midnight blue streak running through it, and I thought, okay, I'll just do it on the blue. So I stitched that, like, I don't know, in 2 nights or something. Not sure how I'm going to finish it, but I positioned it so I had this whole extra piece at the end that maybe I could do a little companion piece. And here is an update on Winter Salt Box by Pinker and Pumpkin Quilting. And what I've done since I last showed it to you was to fill in the quilty stars at the bottom, finish the white window trim, the door, the tree, and the snowflakes. And then the windows called for, I believe, 782, but it's kind of a darker gold, and I wanted it to be a little bit brighter, so I chose, it might be 783, just one shade lighter, but I chose a lighter shade. I also didn't want it to be really bold because I'm stitching with 2 strands, and I wanted it to just, you know, look like a little light showing through the window. So I stitched it with 1 strand. You probably can't tell, but I'm pleased with the way it looks. So maybe another couple nights and I'll have that finished. And then I love when designers do this, when they provide a free chart for shops to pass out to their customers along with a show order. And Janine at the Blue Flower participated in the Meow the Merrier. They did the Moo the Merrier back in March, and so they did this as an optional fun activity for the designers to participate in if they wanted, and she did this little Boo kitty, and I wanted to just stitch a little something. So I had this piece of, let's see, 32 Pampas linen from Picture This Plus, and I thought that was really cool for Halloween, and I stitched the Boo just for you last night, just so I could show you something. All right, let's get all this out of the way, and I will show you the fun stuff that came, the goodies. All right, the first thing is the Halloween framing labels from Kathy Barrick, and there's 8 in a package for $12, and I'm going to show you all of them because they're so cute. I'll just whip through them so you can see each pack is identical. And I know there's a lot of people out there that stitch Halloween, so I think you'd have a lot of fun even just going back and putting them on your older stitched pieces. So I have those. Then Kirkland Design Studio does those snarky phrase needle minders, and they also design needlepoint, but this time they came out with a cross stitch chart, Chi Sigma, which is the cross stitch sorority. So that's their cute little finish. And that is a $14 pattern, and they have a matching, let's see, a matching needle minder. And then there's also an argyle version. And then I'll just show you the rest of their new to me needle minders. Some of them were for the show and some of them have come out since the last time I ordered. Stitching Friends are the best friends. Oh gosh, I'm sorry. I can't take all of these out of the plastic bags. It would take too long. So this is a floral version of the same statement. This is my favorite. It ain't gonna stitch itself. Pardon the poor grammar. Then there's a few Halloween. Hey Boo. And Fabulous. Stitch Witch. Bring me rosé and go away. This wine is awful. Bring me another glass. Vaccinated and caffeinated. And then here's one that's not snarky. It says, let thanks and giving be more than just a season. Then Lady Dot Creates had a special ribbon that she did just for market. It's called Wicked Witchy, and there's 3 yards of this limited edition fun, funky ribbon. Then she had a couple different styles of scissor fobs. I forgot to take this one out of the bag. These are so interesting because they are made from Mahjong counting sticks. So they all have different numbers on them. And these I think are all the same. It's like a cat and a bird theme, I think. I feel like these are cat charms. I can't get it to stay in one place. Anyway, they're fun. I don't know where she finds this stuff, but she's very creative. And then another style is called Heart of My Heart. This happens to have a clock and the Eiffel Tower, but they're kind of all different. So if you're interested, I can show you photos of the other ones that are available, or if you had a request, I could see if I had something that was close to it. All right, that's the fun stuff. Now I'm going to move on to the charts, and I'm going to do the fabric last. I've done this video once before, a little bit earlier today, and I now feel like the screen is really fuzzy because there's no light on up here. But I did a 35-minute video and I just could not condense it anymore. So I needed to leave stuff out and talk faster. I'm going to pause here and turn the light on and see if that makes me not fuzzy. Okay, I think that's better. I'm sorry. I'm not going to start over again. I didn't have the light on before because it was still daylight and I was blocking the sun with some big sheets of foam core, and it just was so frustrating. And I was so distracted by the sun coming through at different angles. So anyway, let's try the charts this way, and hopefully you will see them more clearly. So some of these are autos and some of these are Expo. The first is Country Cottage Needleworks, and this is October in their Sampler of the Month series for $6.50. JBW Designs did participate in Expo, but I would have gotten the auto anyway. So Alphabet in the Round is part of her series, and she showed it a couple different ways. This is like a wreath, and because it's round, you can do so many different finishes with it. This is Be Merry, and she shows it as a door hanger and a drum. I'm so sorry. Alphabet in the Round is 12, Be Merry is 12. Christmas Smalls has 5 designs, it's 14. Let's see, I think I can show you all of that. She's got a strawberry and a pin keep. Dashing Through the Snow is also 12, and there's 3 different versions. I'm going to do the polka dots because I think it's really cute, but I don't know what color I'm going to do yet. Here's a blue version. Then here is a red and white, which is very striking, but would not go with the rest of my reindeer collection. French Christmas tags too. And we do carry both sizes of the tags. If you stitch the designs over 2, it fits on the larger one, and if you stitch them over 1, it fits the smaller one. This is also 12. Plum Street Samplers was not there, but this is her auto, and several of these are from like retreats, previous retreats that are now released. Betsy's Autumn Bird and Acorn. So the acorn is right up there in case you didn't see it. And the Gather In. I think this was for a retreat that, did it end up having to be virtual or was it postponed? But she says on the back, I designed this during what has been one of the most challenging years for us all, 2020, the year of no gatherings. I look forward to the day we can all come together again to feel the warmth of good friendships around a table full of stitching. But this is now available for all of us. And then Good Company with that cute fox. And Goodness and Thanks with also an extra little pin cushion. I love that. I love the border and the checkerboard. And this was a 2021, so I don't think this was put out previously. All right, and then you've probably all seen it, but the Christmas Ornament magazine came. And my favorite thing to do is to read the stories in the back and look at the recipes, but I haven't given myself time to yet. The Blue Flower, Language of Flowers series, Dream. Gather with Joy. And Moonlight Sampler. And on the back she shows just the alphabet as a different finish. Erica Michaels, Autumn Berries, with those 3 designs. Bristol Berries 3. Chrismon's Motif Sampler. Holly Jolly Christmas, and I'm not saying the prices. I'm sorry. I'm trying to do this faster. They're all 15 except this one. This one is 9. It has both designs in it. Leafy Sidewalks. Life is Better, Meow. This is part of the Meow the Merrier series. And The Moon is Full. I love both of those. Wait, all 3 designs with the strawberry. I love those. What a cute set. Hands-On Design has 2 more in the Fright This Way series. This is Rhyme Time. Witch's Pantry, and those are both 12. The 3rd installment of the Kitchen Counter series, and it also includes the 3rd part of the kind of the extra chart. That's 10. And this I think was probably her most popular, Let's Talk Stitching. And she shows a couple different ways of taking parts of it and finishing them as extra pieces. Heart and Hand, I'm on her auto too, but she just happened to be part of Expo as well. This is Pocket Round Acorn, and it fits on top of her stoneware bowl. We Santa 2021, this is $8.50. And I've had a few people ask if her previous Santas are still available, and they are. If you want to see them all, go to her website, and I believe they're under the Wee Ones category. Doodles Autumn, this is 13. And Square Dance 3. So anytime you're wondering if a chart is out of print, go to the designer's website. It's nice if they have a website and not a blog or an Etsy shop, because sometimes the Etsy shops, they're not listed in alphabetical order or by theme, and it's hard to find what you're looking for. But a lot of times shops can still get things directly from the designer, even if distributors don't carry them any longer. Hello from Liz Matthews has After the Rain, and this was like a collaboration with FlossTubers, giving her ideas for color combinations. That's kind of fun. Bittersweet Village. I'm sorry, After the Rain was 14. This is 12. Fifth Day of Christmas is 14. I think this is my favorite so far. It's probably the reindeer and the black border. I bet this was one of her most popular charts this time based on how many I had pre-ordered. And this is 14, Token of Fall. He's so pretty. He kind of looks paisley, doesn't he? I love that. Two Pumpkins Bright is 12. Then ink circles. Some of these go back earlier in the summer, but I just saved them all for Expo. This is Bubbles. This is one of her Roll Your Own Adventure series because you can do so many different color combinations. Cocoa Time. Dilly Dahlia. Dragon Fu Yang. And I believe most of those were 10. Oh, 8 and 10, whatever. Ink Circles had a couple of new months in their Rabbit series. These are 6. So that's July, August, and September. Ruffles is another one of the combos. Sashay Away, that would be really cute for shower favors. $10. Tea Time is 8. And Tiki Time is 8. And then her last one is one of the larger charts. It's called Circular Logic. So pretty. Kathy Barrick had Autumn Pin Drum as it was either a class piece or an exclusive to another shop, and now it's been released. And there she shows the 3 different views. Bobby is $10, and it's in addition to her bird series, which a lot of them were named after her brothers, but there's nothing written on the back of this one, so I don't know if that's supposed to represent somebody or not. 8 Birds is an adaptation of a antique sampler. And Nottingham, she says, is a nod to her new community. She just moved recently. Where My Pets Are is 18. And then Lindy Stitches, she always has a special kit, and this is December Dance. It's the red-footed booby, and last year her special one was the blue-footed booby. And we were watching Jeopardy one night. I don't think it was a repeat, but whatever, I had not seen it before. And I'm like, yes, the answer is blue-footed booby. And my husband's like, how did you know that? I said cross-stitch. You learn a lot through cross-stitch. So anyway, I have 1 left of these for 28. It has both patterns in there and all the material. Oops, all the materials. Then for 12, she has Autumn Strolls. I think she really likes doing birds because she does such a great job making them interesting. Halloween Tales is 14 for the 2 designs, and this is based on somebody's original artwork that she got permission from to collaborate with her. Did that sentence make sense? And then Susie Sampler Maker is a companion to Mary Needleworker, but you can see she took pity on us stitchers and did not make the dress as big. So that's really cute. That's 12. And then Vulture Villa is part of her Happy Habitats series. Primrose Cottage Stitches has Pumpkin Kisses, Welcome Autumn. The little ones are all $6.50. Witchy Way. This has 4 designs in it. White Christmas is $7.50. And then they have some larger charts for 12. This is Autumn Rules. Christmas Letters. And this is Halloween. Sweet Wing Studio. She used to be Rabbit Valley, and she changed it because she found another company with the same name. So she changed it, and she loves birds, so she thought that was a good switch. Faithful Friends, Harvest Glory, Love Thy Neighbor, Make It Sweet, and Meow at the Moon. Teresa Kogut, let's see, I think I have these mixed up a little bit, but the first ones should be the new ones, and the other ones were from last expo. Hazel's Halloween Friends, Pumpkins and Bats, Soul Sisters, 'Tis Near Christmas Day, Two in a Bush, Up on the Housetop. So striking on that color. It's on Mystic Picture This Plus. And then Cotswold Fields is one of her big ones for 16. And then I think the next ones are the older ones. Whimsy Halloween, Tilly Goat, and Wilbur. Come to the Garden, For the Love of Nature, and Silhouette's Quaker. Alrighty, one more thing to show you, and it's a box of fabric. So I'm going to pause and move that box over here. The first package that I actually received of Expo merchandise was on Tuesday, the day after the show ended. And it was from Mystic Fabrics, and she happens to be in Indiana. And because I ordered first thing Saturday morning, she was able to accept my payment and get the package wrapped up and ready to go. Shipped it Monday. I got it Tuesday. So I thought that was really cool because fabric usually takes a lot longer to come. So she had a ready to ship section, which she also had in March for the last expo. And I thought that was really smart because she just dyed her little you know what off, getting ready for this, doing hundreds of yards of fabric in the 3 new colors that she came out with. So that's what I concentrated on. Actually, that's all I got was her 3 new neutrals. And I didn't match them up to DMC colors because they're neutral. You can figure it out. Besides, I didn't have time. So this is how she describes them. The first color is Everything Else. And it's a companion to the neutral that she came out, one of the neutrals she came out with in March called All the Things. So that was All the Things, and this is Everything Else, which I thought was really cute. She describes it as a light ecru, perfect for everything. Then there's Silver Mist, a light and lovely silver, and Olympia, a light dual color neutral. So it's an ecru with a gray shading running through it. I took the first count out of the bag to show you what it looks like, and the rest are still in the plastic bags. I want to tell you so much more about her company, but my video just keeps getting too long. So I'll save that for another time. Okay, so Everything Else. This is the 14 count Ada, and I'll hold it up there and then back up a little bit so you can kind of see. So that's 14. I also got it in 16, 18, 28 Cashel, 32 Lugana, and 36 Edinburgh. Silver Mist, and 14, and 16, 28 Lugana. You can tell I'm trying to get all the counts and styles. And 40 Newcastle. And then Olympia, this is 14. And 16. 18. And 32 Belfast. So that should cover a lot of people's neutral needs. And I've told her on more than one occasion, you can never have too many neutrals. So on that note, I will show you the little goodies that she sent with the package, which I'm going to use as door prizes. So these are 1/8 yards, and these are an example of some of her fun colors. So this first one is called Please Scream Inside Your Heart. And I think I have this in Ada, Big Sky. And I also have Winter Solstice in something, so you may have seen this color before. But if you want to win one of these colors, you can either put that you like all three, or you can say, like, you know, pink, blue, and lavender, whatever, however you want to describe it. I'll know what you're talking about. And then I will pick the 3 winners in the next video. So, okay, I know this is longer than usual, and I tried it a couple of different ways, and I just couldn't cut that much out. Otherwise, I would end up still talking about Expo in November. So we'll let it go at that. And thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye.